I stared at the group photo on Instagram. 43 people, champagne flutes lifted high, my sister's left hand angled just so, the diamond catching the light like it had rehearsed it. Family get-together, my mom had said 3 days earlier. Just us, super casual. I counted the faces again. Aunts, uncles, cousins I hadn't spoken to in ages. Her college roommates, his whole family, everyone except me. I took a screenshot and saved it. Then I bought a plane ticket. My sister Emma and I used to be close, or at least I thought we were. Growing up, I was the one patching things up, smoothing things over, swallowing my opinions for the sake of peace. Emma was the golden child, effortless charm, easy smiles, the daughter who could never disappoint. I figured out early that my job was to step aside so she could shine. When she got into her dream school, I celebrated. When she landed her high-powered corporate job, I threw her party. When she met Derek, I was the first person she called, practically breathless about his grin, his drive, his family's wealth. I always showed up, front row, clapping. I just didn't realize that made me the audience, not part of the cast. The sign started 6 months ago. Invitations to family dinners arriving an hour before they started, too late for me to change plans. Inside jokes tossed around the table that I wasn't included in. My mom referring to the girls, and clearly meaning only herself and Emma. Then came Emma's birthday dinner. I showed up to discover they'd switched to a private room at some upscale restaurant. Oh, didn't Dad tell you we changed places? Dad hadn't said a word. I sat at the edge of the table, smiling, pretending not to notice how the conversation flowed around me like water around a rock. That night, I went home, opened my laptop, and began taking notes. So when my mother called about the casual get-together, I knew exactly what it really was. Derek had proposed 2 weeks earlier. Emma had posted the announcement, tagging everyone except me. This wasn't a get-together. It was an engagement party, and I wasn't invited. I could have confronted them. I could have cried. I could have made a scene. Instead, I booked a 5-day solo trip to Iceland. I'd always dreamed of seeing the Northern Lights, but I'd put it off because family comes first. I posted an airport selfie at 6 a.m. on my Instagram story. The caption read, "Sometimes you choose yourself. Watch me shine." Then I shut off my phone. I landed in Reykjavik 11 hours later. The air was crisp and clean, the kind that makes you feel like your lungs are waking up for the first time. I checked into my hotel, took a blistering hot shower, and finally powered on my phone. 63 notifications. Texts from my mother. "Where are you? This is ridiculous. Call me right now." From my father. "Your mother is very upset. You're being childish." From Emma. "Wow. Real mature. Thanks for making everything about you." But there were others, too. My Aunt Karen. "Good for you, sweetheart. Enjoy Iceland." 2 cousins I barely knew. "Wait, you weren't invited? That's messed up." Emma's college best friend. "I asked where you were. Emma said you couldn't make it." That wasn't true, was it? That photo I'd screenshotted. Yeah, it was circulating. People were asking questions. The story my family tried to craft, that I'd just chosen not to come, was falling apart. I didn't answer anyone. I posted a picture of the golden circle. No caption. By the 3rd day, my phone looked like a battleground. My mother demanded I fly home immediately to fix this. Emma accused me of ruining her moment. My father said I was selfish, dramatic, ungrateful. I sent one message in the family group chat. I would have been happy to celebrate Emma's engagement. Congratulations on the get-together, the one I wasn't invited to. Enjoy the photos. Then I left the chat. My silence thundered. But I could see the fallout through messages from mutual friends. Relatives were taking sides. People were directly asking Emma and my parents why I hadn't been there. The truth was spreading fast. They excluded me, lied about it, and then got caught. On my last night in Iceland, I stood under the aurora borealis. Curtains of green light drifted across the sky, ancient, quiet, utterly unmoved by human drama. I felt weightless. Free. When I flew home, I didn't reach out. I didn't apologize. I didn't explain. I simply moved forward. Eventually, my parents called, stilted, hesitant. Maybe we could have handled things differently. Not an apology, just an admission. Emma never contacted me. And that's when something landed hard and clear. I'd spent my whole life shrinking myself so they could feel big. I'd been a side character in a story that was never mine. Not anymore. They wanted me out. So I stepped out, loudly enough that people noticed. The best revenge isn't shouting. It's living well while they scramble to explain why you're no longer there.